everybody, here we are again for another Acorns Bible story. Great to be sharing this with you. Today I've chosen to read the story of Jesus Calms the Storm. And if you want to look at the pictures a bit closer with your Acorns Bible, it's on page 334. That's the first picture. Can you see that? And it is Jesus Calms the Storm. But I thought, rather than just read it, maybe we'll try and think about the whole story. So I thought I probably need to make a few things. And we all know at Acorns that I'm not the person that makes the craft. So I'm missing Carolyn and Sandra a bit more than normal today because I'm going to try and make something. Because this story talks about a time when Jesus and his friends were in a boat on a lake. So let me go to the fridge because I think I was right. I saw one strawberry left in our strawberry punnet. I'll eat that later. But it leaves me with an empty punnet. I wonder if you've got something that looks like this at home that you could make a boat with. I hope this will float, although it does have holes in the bottom, but we'll think about that later. So what else do I need to make a boat? Well, in that story, can you see in your Acorns story Bible, there's the picture of the boat Jesus went in. Well, it had like a mast, and I think this was a sail. So maybe we could have a go at making that. So I thought maybe I'm just going to use a straw, and I'm going to pop that in the bottom on some blue tack and hope it stays up. And then I'm going to add a sail. So I've cut out a sail and I've added a bit of sellotape and I'm going to attach that like that to my straw. I hope that works. Let's try that. I'm sure if you're going to make one, yours will look an awful lot better than mine. But that looks a little bit like a boat, doesn't it? Now then, in our story, Jesus was in the boat with his friends. And his friends, his disciples, there were 12 of them. Do you know what? At church, I've got some little figures. Jesus and his 12 disciples, his friends, but they're at church and I can't get to them. So I've had a little hunt in my Freddie's drawer and I've discovered he's going to be Jesus. Can you see him? That little Lego man or lady? But it's got long hair. Whoops! So that's going to be Jesus. And Jesus is going into the boat. And I've got 12 others. I wonder who you will have at home that you could put. Little toy figures. Have you seen that one before? And I've got that little one. I've got all sorts of figures that are going to be Jesus's friends in his boat. So here we go. Oh look, my mast's already fallen down. Oh dear. So let's pop all of them into the boat. You're going to have to imagine them standing up, sitting down, being with Jesus, listening to Jesus. Here we go. So there's my boat with my Jesus and his 12 friends for the beginning of the story. So now we need some water, don't we? Well, I'm going to use something in our garden, but I wonder if you could fill up the sink maybe. Maybe not on your own. Ask somebody to help you. Or the bath. Maybe you could play this at bath time tonight. Or maybe you could get a big bowl and have some water ready. Or have you got a paddling pool now the sun's out? Maybe you could use it there. Get somebody, you're grown up at home, to say which you can fill up with some water. And then we can tell the story together. So I'm going to go outside now and we'll tell this story on the water. So we're ready to read our story. Jesus and his disciples got into a boat. They wanted to cross the sea. Jesus took a nap. The waves gently rocked him back and forth. Can you see Jesus there? What's he doing? Let's get our boats. If you haven't made yours yet, don't worry. We'll do it with mine and then you can do the story yourself later. Here's Jesus. There's all his friends in the boat already. And what did Jesus do? What happened? He took a nap. He was asleep in the boat because the waves were nice and gentle and they rocked the boat back and forth. Let's try it on some water. Can you see our boat? Can you see how calm the water is? It's gently floating around and Jesus was asleep. Suddenly, a great storm came up. Waves splashed over the boat. Winds whipped around the disciples. They woke Jesus up and shouted, "The boat is sinking! Don't you care?" Can you see them waking Jesus up? It had started off as a lovely, calm trip, and it had turned into a great big storm. I wonder if we can turn our water into a storm and make that boat as scary as it looked in those pictures. Are you ready? Ooh, here comes the storm. Oh, look at our boat. The storm's coming. How scary. Jesus is asleep, but his friends are terrified. Did you splash that water up? Can you make it into a really scary storm? Jesus' friends couldn't believe that he was still asleep. What did they say to him? Let's carry on reading. While the wind and the waves tossed the boat about and Jesus was still asleep, they woke him up. "Don't you care? The boat is sinking." Jesus asked, "Why are you so afraid? Don't you have any faith at all?" Then Jesus told the storm to stop. Right away, it was calm. The disciples were amazed. They said to each other, "Who is this man, Jesus? Even the wind and the waves obey him." I wonder if with your boat you can make a lot of splashing when you get it into your bath or the sink, and you can make those waves and you can splash the water, and then see if suddenly when you stop and it all goes calm again, the difference. That was the difference they saw that Jesus had made. Because Jesus is God, he can do anything. I'm going to carry on a little play and I'm going to see if I can start and stop. I can't do it for real like Jesus can, but we'll have a play, and I hope you enjoy playing with your boats too. See you next time.